Hello, hello, hello. This is my top 5 favorite shoujo anime. Now, these are my opinions, and these are uh, just me describing the anime and, in my opinion, the top 5 shoujo anime that I've seen that I like a lot. And that's basically it. And number 5 is Snow White with the Red Hair. This is about this girl named Shiryuki, Snow White, and she has red hair, and she gets chosen to be a concubine for the prince because she has red hair and that's special or something. And she doesn't want to be a concubine, so she cuts off her hair. Not totally, she just cuts it to shoulder length because she has really long hair. And she cuts it, and then she does. She just leaves where she's from, like where she lives. She just leaves, and then she travels somewhere else because she didn't want to be a concubine. And she meets this prince named Prince. She meets this prince named Zane, and they basically have a romance together. And yeah, it's basically about her having red hair and how special it makes her. It's just a normal shoujo anime, and nothing wrong with normal shoujo, but it's a little too shoujo-esque for me. But still a pretty great story, and I love it. But it's number 5. Number 4 is Ouran High School Host Club. It's about this girl named Haruhi Fujioka who is poor, and she goes to this prestigious school for rich people, and she poses as a guy. I don't know if she poses or she like just looks like a guy because she has short hair, and all the rich girls act like girly girls. So the host club thinks she's a girl, and then when she's in the host club, she breaks a 800 yen or whatever. It's an expensive vase, and she breaks it, and to pay off the debt of breaking a really expensive vase, she has to work in the host club, and everyone thinks she's a guy, but then they realize she's a girl at the end of the episode, and then she has to be a host and learn the rich ways of rich people. That's basically it. And I really love the show. It's so much so that I rewatched it, even though it's really long and kind of old. I still love it, though. I don't know if this should be number 5 or Shiryuki, Snow White with the Red Hair, should be number 5. They're interchangeable, but I like this personally more because I have more nostalgia towards it. Even though it's more shoujo than... It's way more shoujo than Snow White with the Red Hair, but this is number 4. Number 3 is this anime not a lot of people have heard of or know about. I mean, I don't know if people know about it or not. It's not as popular as the other shoujos. I personally consider it a shoujo because it has a lot of stuff that shoujo has in the good kind of way. It's called Karocha, and it's about this girl named Sana Kurata, and she's an 11-year-old, and she's an actress. And like she acts in commercials and little TV shows and stuff like that. And she goes to school, and this in her school there's like boys who just cause havoc in the class, and she just her teacher just doesn't stop them because she's like really like scared of the boys or something, even though they're 11-year-olds. Yeah, she doesn't control her class, and then all the girls like, we should stop them, and then Sana Kurata's like, okay, I'll stop it. And then she just has like a rivalry, like enemies to lovers, with this dude named Akito, and they basically, I wouldn't say romance, it's just really wholesome, and like, I wouldn't say wholesome, okay, I wouldn't say wholesome, but it's a really like cute anime about her managing her school life and dealing with Akito and how she's an actress basically her whole life. It's if I explain more, then this is gonna spoil the whole show, so I'm not gonna explain any more than that. And I really love this show, and even though I dropped it, but there's reasons for that. If you want to know, ask me. I don't know if you want to know, so I'm not gonna explain it here because that will take too long. So this is number 2. I love this show, even though I dropped it. That was number 3. This is number 2. This is called Fushigi Yugi: The Mysterious Play. Now this anime is really old. I don't know if a lot of people know about it, but I sure as hell love it. It's about this girl named Miyaka and her friend named Yui, and they want to pass their entrance exam for their high school. So they go to the library, and then they see this book in the library. It's called the Book of the Four Gods or something. I forgot. Something like that. And when they open the book, they get transported into it, and then they get transported to China, and then they basically meet like this dude named Tamahome, and then it's revealed that I totally forgot her name. Miyaka is the priestess of Suzaku, which is like an empire, and she basically protects it, the empire, and then she has to find 7 warriors of Suzaku, and it's all kind of crazy stuff, and it's really good, and I'm not going to spoil any more than that, but the show's great. This is number 2, now on to number 1. Number 1 is Fruits Basket, because I love this show, and this is the greatest shoujo show I've ever seen. If not the greatest show I've ever seen. I think I surpassed it thus far, except for Clanad. But that's a different thing. That's a different thing. Fruits Basket is about this girl named Toru Honda, and she lives alone in a tent because she has nowhere to go. She's basically homeless. And then she meets the Soma family, and then she just has an encounter with them, and then her tent gets an avalanche, and she can't go in the tent anymore, so she has to live with them. And it's really about the end of the episode that they transform into zodiac animals. If you don't know what zodiacs are, then that's they turn into animals, like normal animals, like rat and dog and cat, like stuff like that. Even though the cat's not part of the zodiac, that's another thing. I'm not gonna spoil any more than that. It's really beautiful. It's so heartwarming. I love it to my whole heart, and that's why it's number 1. This is my number 1 shoujo anime that I've ever seen. Probably the number 1 anime I've ever seen, because I gave it a 10 out of 10. Everything that's connected to it. There's the 3 seasons and the movie. I love all of it. So these are my top 5 shoujo anime, and that's basically it. Please watch some of these anime if you like them, and that's that.